wasn't exactly how I wanted to start this video, getting cut off twice. But I just got done going out to a cookout. All the proceeds went to a friend of mine who has cancer. Ex-co-worker of mine from one of my old jobs. And I got to talking to my old boss about possibly going to my old job if my current one doesn't ask me back anytime soon. Can't live on unemployment for the rest of my life. Seems like it would go well. So I have an option open. I don't know how many other people have options for their old job problems. But I'm glad I at least don't burn all my bridges with old jobs. As I said before, I went truck driving and whatnot. I used to be a mechanic, and that's who I was talking to, my old mechanic boss. The dealership I used to work at is expanding, and they need people. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because my current job is pretty good, but if it does come to that, I'm glad I have some doors open. I don't know too many people who were adversely affected job-wise over all this garbage going on, but it's hurting me. I don't like it. I finally get a decent job and finally get a decent job, and then it gets ripped right out from under me. Me and my jobs don't really get along very well. Oh, what are you doing, dude? What the? Well, that was weird. Didn't expect to have a car stop across the lane. Anyway, back to what I was talking about before. Me and my jobs don't really get along that great. Every time I make a move that I think is good, ends up biting me. Except for this time, it wasn't the job move that bit me. The job move didn't bite me this time. Something else bit me. So, anyway, I don't know what it is about my luck with jobs. I really don't. I don't know if anyone else has this kind of luck either. A lot of people seem to like where their jobs take them. I've had a lot of job opportunities that I thought would work out, but then they never do. Then I move on to the next one. I think that one's going to have something for me. And then that one never does. But the boss I was just talking to is one of my few bosses that I actually still talk to and get along with even after leaving. Because it wasn't his fault that I left there in the first place. I left there because his boss kind of treated people like crap. I left there one time and then came back, and when I came back, my boss gave me a slight pay raise and told me I could be a shop foreman kind of position, watch over all the oil change guys, make sure they're doing things right, make sure they're not goofing off. And then his boss came in about 3 months after I got hired for that position and told me, yeah, no, not having that no more. And we tried doing this goofy old setup where two people are doing one oil change because it's supposed to be faster. They wanted us to do it with two people. Almost missed my turn. But they wanted us to do it with two people, but the video that the Ford rep showed us about how to do it had a third person sitting on a computer filling out the paperwork. Well, they wanted us to do it with two people. Well, our hands get all dirty from working on the car, and then the paperwork gets all dirty, and then they were complaining that the paperwork is getting all dirty, and it's like, well, what do you want from us? Just two people. That ended up just falling apart, and we quit doing that after a while too. And then shortly after that, I left for the second time because I just wasn't happy with the pay I was getting, wasn't happy with happy with how I was getting paid or treated by the upper management till they tell us that we needed to turn more hours, but we're hourly. So in the mechanics world, turning hours is for flat rate. Flat rate, they get paid by how many hours they turn. So it's like if this job says that it should take an hour, they get paid their dollar amount for that hour. So if they can get that job done in 45 minutes and work on something else that 15 minutes quicker, then they get ahead of the game and they can make more money doing that way. Well, I was hourly and they wanted us to turn more hours, so in other words, work harder for no benefit. And that was just their thing. And so it kind of didn't float well with me that I got my new job taken away and then told that I gotta go bust my ass for no extra pay. But what my old boss just told me this new shop, sorry, that the new section of the shop is all flat rate, so you actually get paid for the amount of work you do. Ooh, nice Subaru. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, it's an option. And it sounds like it's a better setup than it was the last time I worked there. So who knows? I'm gonna run it by a couple of my friends and the wife. Always gotta run it by the wife, guys. Decisions without the wife is how things go bad. I hope it doesn't resort to that, because I kind of like my job currently. I just kind of want it back, good benefits and whatnot, but we'll see. We will see. The reason I'm even entertaining all this is because yesterday my current boss, he called me up yesterday and straight up told me the business isn't doing too hot and that I'm still gonna stay furloughed. That's why I'm entertaining going back to a job and whatnot that who knows if it'll pan out good for me or not. But see, these are the decisions I always end up messing around with. I make a decision that I think's in my better interest, and it ends up biting me. So I'm gonna run this decision through a bunch of people before I make any decisions. It's one of those things where I really just don't know. You're always unsure about things.
So it is at this point that my GoPro battery dies and I lose my outro. So I'm just going to put it right here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.